everyone, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Tommy Grimes and I vlog about people, places, and things that I love from the city of brotherly love to the city of angels. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite Halloween movies that has haunted me since I was like 3 years old. Disney's Bride of Boogedy. But before I get into it, a little housekeeping. If you've been following my channel for a little bit, you probably know I've been making lots of videos about DNA testing. It's part of my larger effort to find my late father's biological family and create a documentary series to tell the story. There's a lot more I can say on it, but for now, if you're interested in learning more, head on over to my channel page to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe while you're there. As I continue to build my channel and learn how to YouTube better, I really want to be able to make vlogs about my life in LA, visits home to Philly, and showcase people, places, and things that I love. When I started this channel, I was doing like little adventures around LA before the pandemic hit. And since then, I've created a couple vlogs that are unrelated to DNA testing or the search for my father's family. Like last week, my girlfriend Sandra and I did a Day of the Dead vlog. If you're following me for DNA vlogs, don't worry. I will still be making more, but expect more random ones like this as well. That being said, this vlog can firmly fall under the people, places, and things I love category, which is a mouthful, but luckily in Philly, we have a word that encapsulates people, places, and things. Johns. So I guess this really falls under Johns I love. If you're looking for a deep cut in Disney's catalog, this is it. If you want a totally 80s flashback that's actually entertaining, I got you covered. This film is dripping with nostalgia for me, and it's actually now on Disney+. Bride of Boogedy was a made-for-TV movie that originally aired in 1987 as part of the Disney Movie of the Week, which was later rebranded as The Magical World of Disney or something. I don't know, that's what I remember. I was like 3 when I first saw this movie. My sisters taped it off TV and would watch it all the time. I vividly remember them popping in the VHS when my parents were out and we had a babysitter, and I was sitting there like terrified to my core. Some kids were scared of Freddy, some kids were scared of Jason, some kids were scared of Michael Myers. But me? No, I was petrified of Mr. Boogedy popping out of his creepy graveyard statue. It is actually a comedy though, and as I got a little older, I kind of started to appreciate it, and now as an adult, I freaking love it. I get super excited when I talk to people who actually remember it from their childhood. Okay, so here's the plot. First of all, this is actually a sequel to another made-for-TV movie that had come out a year earlier that was just called Mr. Boogedy. It actually took me years to track down that movie, but now it's on Disney Plus too. Honestly, it's a lot shorter, but I guess it gives you a good introduction to the main characters, the Davis family. Carlton, Eloise, Jennifer, Corwin, and Ari. Jennifer and Ari are both recast in the sequel. And I guess so is Mr. Boogedy's makeup because he looks a hell of a lot creepier in part 2. Now you got the Davis family, who has just moved to a charming, innocent, little New England town where nothing could ever go wrong, called Lucifer Falls.
Oh, one thing about Lucifer Falls, Elm, you're as safe out there as you are in your own living room.
Dad Carlton is opening a gag city, which is supposed to be a chain of some sort that sells pranks. They move into a house that's haunted by Mr. Boogedy and 2 other nice ghosts. In part 1, they explain, Mr. Boogedy was once a pilgrim named William Hanover. He's a not-so-nice dude that no one liked and hated kids. But he had a big old crush on this lady in town, the widow Marion. But she had a kid named Jonathan. She rejected Hanover's marriage proposal, so he did exactly what a totally normal, well-functioning man does in that kind of situation. He makes a deal with the devil to get the girl. He sells his soul to Lucifer for a magic cloak, then captures a sick Jonathan, holding him hostage at his house until his mom agrees to marry him. So then when the widow Marion gets there, he decides to cast his first spell to make sure she'll go through with everything and blows up the house, killing all 3 of them and transforming William Hanover into Mr. Boogedy. Now they haunt whatever house is rebuilt upon the foundation. So, after stealing his magic cloak and seemingly destroying it in part 1, the Davis family is pretty confident they have seen the last of Mr. Boogedy. That is until all 3 of the kids start having run-ins with Mr. Boogedy. Turns out Boogedy wants the cloak back so he can return to the land of the living to wreak havoc. First, Jennifer sees him in the woods, and then Corwin and Ari have the same nightmare at the same time.
Get me!
This is all set against the backdrop of the town holding their annual Lucy Fest Carnival.
The only carnival with a super-duper, supernatural third eye!
And a feud Carlton is having with a local business owner who sees him as a threat, played by none other than Eugene Levy. Eventually, they find the magic cloak, a bunch of people end up getting possessed, Boogedy's set free, and spoilers, he'll settle for any woman cosplaying as the widow May Marian. Okay, so here are 10 things I love about this movie. The music is on point. Totally 80s, silly, and for some reason, it still sends chills down my spine. Eloise's laugh, classic. Sounds just like my best friend Carl. Wax figures that come alive and are definitely not moving earlier in the movie. A fun-loving, charismatic gravedigger named Lazarus, played by the late Vincent Schiavelli. The overuse of the phrase boogedy boogedy boo.
Boogedy, 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 boo. Just kidding. Boogedy, boogedy, boo.
Legit seances and really legit seances. This sound effect that I think is supposed to sound like a bird or an animal, but it really sounds like someone crying for help. Gags galore. Making me scared of skeleton keys and statues. Did I mention Eugene Levy?
Well, when I get through with you, you're gonna be sorry you ever moved to Lucifer Falls.
If you're looking for a throwback treat and you've already made your way through Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town, then this is my recommendation. If you ask me, it still holds up. I'm completely unbiased. In fact, I think it needs a sequel or a reboot. I can think of at least one other scary old statue that could be used. You done pilgrims? Have you tried Quakers? Seriously though, I can't look at the statue of William Penn without thinking about Mr. Boogedy. I have a problem. What other gems have you been able to find on Disney Plus? My second favorite is this guy. Disney used to make some creepy movies. Fuzzbucket also freaked me out. What are some of your Halloween classics that you watch every year, and where can you watch them? Let me know your recommendations in the comments, and if you remember Bride of Boogedy, what's your favorite part that you remember? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for vlogs about Johns I love and more, and hit the notify button so you know when I'm posting. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all again real soon. Vote.